understand that you and your pony have made tremendous progress in the last week. I get that, okay? I totally get that, and it is so much better, and I give you credit for that. But in the whole realm, like, you need to, it's kind of that honesty part too, and I'm not saying you're being dishonest, because that's where you are, and you're like, whoa, he's actually on the bit, right? This is huge. But in the whole spectrum, they're not going to see it that same way, because they don't know all that. So here, like, I think you need to acknowledge that, because otherwise they're just going to be like, well, we thought he was a little defensive and you had to be really tight in your arm, and, you know, it looked like you were really working hard, and da-da-da-da, okay? So that's what it looks like. I get everything that you're saying. So here's what I would say. I would say, you know, overall, I'm happy with where my horse is at this point. You know, we struggle a little bit on the flat, and we've been working on being able to create a consistent feel of the contact while going forward from my leg. I started trying to establish that by first getting him to stretch at both the walk and the trot, and just establish him moving forward in front of my leg. When he was slow to move off my leg, I corrected him by using the whip. Okay? And then you can say, and then I went back, once I felt like I had established him in front of my leg, I went to go ahead and try to pick up the contact. I find that it's easiest, and he's less resistant, if I come back to the walk and I develop a consistent contact at the walk. So I did that, making several smaller circles, asking him to bend from one direction to the other. Exactly, making him more laterally supple, and as he became more laterally supple, I found that he also became more acceptant to my aids. Okay? Then I picked up the trot. Do you see how, like, you're still saying it in a positive way?
Yes.
But what I just said is more truthful to the picture, right? You can acknowledge he's obviously hard to ride, and that is going to be, I mean, he's really hard on the flat, and that's going to be hard at your rating. To be honest, it's going to be really hard. I mean, you've heard that before.
Yeah.
I know you're committed to doing this on him, and you've come a long way, but he's darn hard on the flat.
Yeah.
And you are going to get nailed for it.
Yeah.
Okay? I mean, that's just kind of where it is. So my goal for you would be, get in there. Let's come up with a good plan. Get in there. You know he's better when you do it for a short period of time. The longer you have to work on it, then he starts getting really cranky, and you get tired, and he gets tired. And, you know, that's why I was saying, like, oh my gosh, you have him right here. It came fairly early. Show this off, and then walk over to your examiner and be like, I'm actually really pleased for da-da-da-da. You have to know when the next person gets on him, they're going to have a hard time, right?
I'm sorry if you have to ride him.
But on what, you know, it's gonna, it makes you look stronger there, right? And he's coming close to, at the C3 level, they would like to see more consistency, right, and working between the aids, but you're getting it at times now. So that's kind of where you are, right? It's getting better, it's getting more consistent. It's not 100% consistent, and that's going to be their issue. But for you, just in the few days that I've kind of, you know, and helped you with your pony and whatever, it just seems to me the more you drill him, the more he's like, eh.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't get, some horses it gets better, like 45 minutes and they're like peak out, right? I think yours is more like a 20-minuter. And then he's like, I'm tired, right? And then he's like, I'm going to figure out how to evade this way, and then I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got to work your booty off, you know, because I wanted you to go more forward than you wanted to go.
Yeah.
Okay? But it's that forward into that rein contact, right? Okay, so you go do a little more work. I'll try to be quiet.